All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Thursday, everybody. Good to see everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, everyone, good to see you, Bruno. Good to see everybody on Facebook and YouTube Live too. Everyone in the Cyber Group room. Let me tell you, it is garbage out there right now. I've been looking. I'm like forcing myself to buy something, and as of right now, we've been there, we've done that, we've seen stuff like this before, just sitting on our hands. But market right now is up about 167 points. You know, we had the Fed meeting yesterday. They talked a little bit about it. You know, I told you they don't like to make big surprises. The rates are coming up. They have no choice. I mean, you can't be at zero forever. So my recommendation to you is this: if you're looking to buy a car, you know what's so funny? I just bought my lease was up on my car and at BMW, and I always lease all my cars. Believe it or not, it was cheaper to buy it than to lease it. It was I couldn't believe the number. I was going to numbers. It was like literally like almost like 20% less. And you literally own the car at least, like before who wants to own these cars, whatever. But now it just doesn't pay, because the interest rate was so low. So my point I'm getting to is that if you're looking to get a car loan or you're looking to, your house or whatever, a boat, these rates are not going to stay here that low. And they have, they're hoping it's going to help. I don't know if it's going to help with the inflation part of it, but that's what they think. But it's money's cheap right now, very, very cheap. So you're going to see a little bit of a wake up call. But overall, with the stocks, not really that much. Yesterday, we traded a couple of good things that had some nice moves. DKNG was one of them, DraftKings. So let me bring this up right here so you guys can see it a little bit better. So DraftKings had a really nice move yesterday, right at the open, and there was some good news that came out on it. Morgan Stanley, I think, upgraded, said it was probably a $33 stock. I end up not only buying it, but I did a swing trade on it also. So kind of stinks. It went all the way up here as high. You can see I had a great move around 12 o'clock, and then things just crapped out right here on it. So I did a day trade. I did a swing trade. Did well on my day trade. Right now, I'm breaking even on my swing trade. And the reason what's nice about this, what I kind of like about it, the stock, I mean, it's so nice to sell a stock at like 50 and then buying it back at like 20. You know what I mean? I mean, I love the company, so, but I was always a big fan of it. But you know what? If you love your house that much and you got $1 million and you could buy it for $500,000 next year, I don't care how much you like it. It's a business decision. That's the way I look at it. So you know what? That's what happened with this one, but it was obviously a little bit less. So I did that. That did pretty well. Yesterday, I know a lot of you traded AMC. And AMC also had a really nice little run up right here around 11 o'clock. Beautiful run from 15. You can see it went at $18. Stock has some, and then just crapped out. I mean, talking about when they had that Fed meeting, everything just looks exactly the same. It's so funny. You can just go down the list on any of these stocks, Chewy, all of them. So we had really nice pushes on certain stocks, and then obviously they're going down. Going back to the Dow, you could see what happened from yesterday. That's where we had the news, and you can see how they just really just crapped out here. But overall, you could see we are at some major support levels here. I don't like to talk about the Dow, even like the S&P. But when you get the market going up and down 1,000 points the way it did, listen, somebody knows something. Okay, there's a lot of I wouldn't say manipulation, but just somebody knows something, and they're moving the markets pretty crazy yesterday. And another thing, we're going to talk about this. I know Josh could talk about this next week in phase 2, and I'm going to talk a lot about it too. A lot of you here that are watching on YouTube, Facebook, and students here, we have new students that joined us, and a lot of you are very, one thing you're very shocked and impressed about was when we talk about level 4. And one thing that you notice, I noticed a lot of, there's a lot of big iceberg orders out there, and you're seeing how they're getting hit and they're coming down. So those are like dark pools. Somebody was just asking me about it, and I'll go into detail, teach you a little bit more about that when we have class, because I like to show it to you more than kind of explaining it. you know, a picture's worth 1,000 words, is the way I look at it. So, but yeah, well, you know what, Chuck? It's I don't like to use that word manipulation, but it's just kind of weird how the stock market goes down 1,000, bounces 1,000, comes down. Somebody's screwing around. I don't know what it is, but the good thing is we're here, we're day trading it, and that's all that matters. So they can do all they want. We see what they're doing because we see it at level 4, and we see those orders getting filled, and that's really what it comes down to. Because without it, you're trying to trading blind. Let me bring up the LAZR that you guys also traded yesterday. That was also a pretty nice move. Went from 12 to 1450. That was another pretty cool one right there. Anyway, so what's moving on this morning? You know, so we saw what happened yesterday. It was a really good. The last couple of days were really just fun day trades. But the big thing you have to remember is just take the money and run. That was really what the game plan that we had yesterday. Now, regarding about this morning, ARDS, I mean, 25%, 45 cents, it's up. It had a nice little gap up. It's starting to build some support levels here. I got some good iceberg orders I see right there, right around that $2 price range. You can actually see them right here now. There he is right there for 14,000, 6.6 million shares, trades a lot of volume. Probably if you want to make some money with this, you got to trade a lot of shares of it. I mean, this is the junk that I'm seeing out there. This one tried to go up, million shares. Stock was a $450 stock, up a little bit. It's going to take a lot of money to move it, but it's gapping up a little bit. EPZM, this thing is going just crapping out of bed. I don't think this is really gonna. Looks like I don't see a bounce anywhere. It must be one of those pharmaceutical stocks. Flowers, I know that's not a pharmaceutical stock. Okay, 1-800-Flowers, FLWS. That one's crapping out right there, big time, and it looks like it's going even lower. It's funny they just started advertising on TV. I just started watching it, but they're based actually here, not too far from our office here on Long Island. Pretty big operation they got there, believe it or not. But not really looking like it's doing too well. There might be a continued short. Feel sorry, buddy, but if I have to short it, why not? NTL, I just wanted to bring this up to kind of show you. You could see how you have these gaps in between. So when I see something like that, I kind of crap it out. It was something that somebody private messaged me, and I just wanted to show that. And I would say no, even though it's up 12%, it's not really what we're looking for. And then there were the spoons. There were a couple of ETFs. Yeah, the OZON that gapped up pretty big right here, and the GLPG. And we all know how we trade these. You know, we get nervous when we trade some of these ETFs and stuff like that, these spoons. You got to be really, really careful. You don't really see that much iceberg orders out there. And, you know, that kind of makes it kind of difficult to get in and out of it. So that pretty much does it. You know, really, really does it. The good thing is Josh has class. Okay. So we just posted up at 10:35. Josh is going to start phase 2 there for you. So, you know, I would probably just if there's nothing going on, that's not a bad thing. Listen, but things change when the market opens up. You know, right now we're still hovering right around 156 in pre-market. If we see something that pops up anywhere, but I would really focus right now. Just try to focus on a day's pay. That pretty much does it. Mike is just saying, I love your style describing trades, Fausto. Too many nursing home analogies. Well, appreciate the vote of confidence there, Mike. Let me just post that up there. All right, anything I'm missing I did not call out? Anything else? Hey, Grant, I private messaged you. I don't know if you saw that. So just to let you, if you could just answer me back, just let me know you got it. All right. All right, guys. Everyone here on YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll see you back here at 2:30. If you like, just like us, friend us. If you want to do a trial, just $9. You know, go out there and join our training for a week. Cyber Group members, we'll see you in class, and just don't get crazy. But you know, we've seen some crazy things when the market opens up. Sometimes you get a nice little rally, and something just pops up out of nowhere, shows up. But as of right now, I'm going to sit on my hands. All right, and that's not a bad thing. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and we'll start commentary once the market opens up in the Cyber Group room. Everybody else on YouTube, we'll see you back here at 2:30.